Another goofy nigga complaining about Afro beats, smack him upside his head and tell him, shut up, it's ours. Stupid ass youngin. Stupid mother, they don't know nothing. They forget about all the Negroes brought from here over to Africa. So what, they talk like them now? You can tell our people. I communicate with a whole lot of them. Tired of stupid cats over here. Y'all so divisive and divided. Stop calling yourselves Aboriginal, Indigenous, autochthonous. Stop. Until you snap about it, you come over here and you listen. Stop. Stop calling yourself. If I see Indigenous so-and-so on your name, I see Aboriginal, I'm gonna call your ass out. I'm gonna call your monkey asses out. I don't care who you think you are to me. Right now, ain't nobody really shit to me. Only a few people are. I'm gonna go ahead and have a sip for my ancestors and a sip for y'all asses. Ancestors and our asses. The two S's. Assolum. Mi hermanos, mi familia, mi sentinelli, mi dagmanatini. Let me put this shit down. Let me put this shit down. Holy! Oh, it tastes sweet and good, but oh! You crank car with that shit. No, that's enough. One of them right there. I don't need nothing else. I just came in. I said, you know what? I talked to No Navi. We have a chat room in Rondo, and I'm like, wait, Westside, you gonna chat later? Westside, put your dang-lang up. Just come on in the damn answer the phone call. I don't care if you're laying there with your chest out. Rondo's working, but you know he's ex-Air Force. That's our family. Me? I need some lemon water. That's just too much. I tasted it yesterday, and it was better than that. Now it just tastes like. What I tell you. Check this out. So we get into this reading. I got a very beautiful friend. Some of y'all might know on Facebook. She might be a friend of some of y'all. She's half Dominican Republic, Dominicano, and Dutch. Like bloodline in my family, Dutch, Netherlands. Grew up over there. See where it works over there? Your father, if he's Dutch, you're Dutch. Her mother was Dominican, beautiful woman. She's still there. She was taking care of her. These sons of bitches, because of what she's been saying, I'm gonna let her tell the story. So I'm gonna set up the podcast tomorrow. I'm gonna set it up tonight. Set it up, make sure I get all the information in, and then tomorrow I'll let her come in and she's gonna tell her story. She's in Dominican Republic, okay? And I need my sisters to get their heads together and get behind this. Because right now, I've heard some sad, terrible stories from people very close to Chief Warhorse. She's not dead, she's alive. And everybody knows that Phoenix Moon is the agent. I don't care what you think and how you feel. Now, I can break down what an agent is and how many narratives and what types and different types of cons there are, whether Masonic or not. But Warhorse have done some very shady shit. And we always talk about Hemok Zala, right? Warhorse has done the same shit. When I first met her, she don't probably remember. I was in the military. And I remember what she was fighting for. She was like Langley. And so Langley gave up on you niggas. I'm the only one holding on. Even Teleon across the Yokode. He just got quiet. He stopped attempting to convince you niggas. All right? And see, a lot of y'all know that I'll converse with all of them. Everybody wonders, why are everybody not coming out behind me? I don't want a motherfucker to come idolizing and worshiping me. What the fuck I look like? I got more information than all them motherfuckers put together. The problem is, you don't know how to stand together. So you fall for any and every goddamn thing. Now, I'm gonna get into this reading, but when she come on and tell a story, everybody out better be up in there. And if you leave, I see a motherfucker leave, and it better not be one of y'all. I'm gonna go down on my laptop, I'm gonna jump right on that motherfucker. I'm gonna use my phone right up here. I don't wanna be down EMF like 75 down there. I ain't trying to fry my nads with some fucking babies. Anyway, up here it's 55. I'm cool. I'll go down there and I'll search your ass out. I'll show you for what kind of coward you is. If you want to call it blackmail, call it what the fuck ever you is. You're blackmailing to a lie, you're holding on to that bitch. And I will chase your ass all around this motherfucker. I don't care about your emotions if you ain't working on them. And I damn sure don't give a fuck about your feelings if you don't want to extrapolate on them. So if you don't tell me what you're feeling, and you think that I'm supposed to just honor your fucking feeling because you feel some kind of way because of what something I said, then fuck you. And I'm solid on that. And people on here, big jerks, look, these motherfuckers know me. Y'all hard-headed because you think everybody in your neighborhood's a bad motherfucker. I'm not no bad motherfucker. I'm just a real scary one. That's why I show so much goddamn love. Now, let's get into this read. This is going to be a very powerful one. It's more important that the women be there, and I mean y'all be there in fucking numbers. I want you to come on, or if you want to sit inside and listen, I'll bring your ass. I can bring up 12 motherfuckers. We all look like goddamn sugar cube, black ass sugar cubes on the screen. I don't give a fuck. I pay for this shit, right? So I need to be using it. So I'm gonna put my cash at. I'm gonna do my best to get her information for her, because she's gonna need it. I'm gonna put it right beside mine. Oh, god damn it! Somebody hit me with $25. I think you said something in the chat, but I wasn't paying attention. I think it was your mama or your girl. Or... You know I got to burn some ass before I come on this. S. Joy. I replied with a heart. Thank you appreciate the 25. So it took 75 to 25, push it to 100. I get another $125. Then I'm going to run and I'm going to get 3 fucking books. The one for 105. I just already paid for that. So whatever's on there, I'll take it and put it in my account. You know, I always come and look at this and see all the people who, is that UPS? Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, FedEx. You got one for 7D? 7C. Oh, 7C, that's over there. Oh, it's starting to rain again? God damn, I hope this ain't the rain of death and shit. I know, man. I know, bro. Tell me about it. Fucks it up bad, bro. All right, brother. Okay. So, no, that wasn't from me. That was from my neighbors. All right, so that's what I do. Always. I said I wasn't going to do that, but no. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, my brother. All right. So, we're going to get into this reading. All right. I'm going to read a little bit, so I make sure I'm here every day reading. But this live tomorrow, it's going to be the one. I've been telling y'all and expressing to y'all that things, the media is lying, this and another, and they're not going to show you what's going on around the world. I have friends who are veterans who fight child trafficking. They're operators of the highest consort. Where you want to see tier 1 operators are just regular grunts who contracted and learned CQB, all that stuff, hand takedowns, and they have put their emotions and feelings in check. And I'm trying to do my best to get y'all to teach y'all to do the same thing. It's so much more worse, y'all. And I'm not saying that for fear. I'm saying that with the hoping that you'll rise above the occasion. That you take what I'm saying, not for a grain of salt, but that you'll implement it in who you are, your truth in your life. All right? Almost a different background music. So shut up. Don't give me a hard time, because I'm not going to have it. I got to have that battle stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. All right? I got to have it. Awesome country. I don't care. No copyright. That's it. This is beautiful. Now we'll get into the let me carry you emotional orchestra type soul touching stuff, but no need. So let's go ahead and get with George Jones. This is my sister. We've been friends for years. Alicia Mavis Alicia. Wonderful. And, you want to talk about Total Cherokee, original Lone Wolf? Y'all want to talk about knowing all that shit? She is the motherfucking coup d'etat of information, like the end of it. I'm gonna let her express and break this shit down. So I deal with people on a higher consortium when it comes to that, for those who are all into the papers of who they are. But if you want to have real information solid to jump past all the other, it's good to know the little shit. That way you got something to retract to. But the big shit and how to move it, and even with somebody as knowledgeable as this beloved sister of ours, all the Caribbean, Hawaii, all that's our people. And for you Easter Island, them are our people. The ones they murdered in East Island, the fucking sorry ass Brits, all them millions of lives they destroyed. Y'all don't know nothing, do you? There's a reason why you here. It ain't for the gold and all that. There's a prophecy and it's real. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. Better get some of them other, because that's what they do. They use my information when I share it, and they don't say red wolf or nothing. Don't have to give me accolades, but it's beautiful to know that more people might come over that I can express things to, while the arrogant, ignorant come over here looking. Let's get into this reading, and don't say shit. And I've said everything about everybody else. Hell, I even got this shit up on my and they ain't got me over there. Mac Mean don't play. Mac Mean put it out there. Yo, check out my brother James Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them, bullshit artists. All right, so let's get into George Jones, an original history of ancient America. We're going to keep it tight. Chapter 5. The discoveries of the ruined cities in Mexican America. Their general character and geographical localities and the descriptions of the ruins analyzed. Now, we already been through what I've said it 4 times in this book, that the only people that were here were Negroes. Yes, black, melanated, colored motherfucking people. Nobody else. And that's right. It's fucking wobbles. Stupid. Anyway, so let's get into it. Section 1. The discoveries and explorers of the ruins, date and localities, paintings, maps, and charts, etc. In the preceding chapter, it is stated that the fine arts will be used as strong evidences towards the development of this epoch. Epoch, always used over here, epoch. Y'all ever notice that? And that they will be received as records. They represent what will be wanted in illustrating the aborigines of the North, viz. The Lex Scripta. The Lex Scripta. Write that down and look it up. The Lex Scripta. So you'll have a know what that word means. For sculpture. And paintings must be regarded only as a more concise and impressive manner of writing. And we know that they have changed so many paintings. I've seen people pull up hundreds of the original, and then you see the whited out version. I hate saying whited out, but the removing of the light, the energy of truth. Since therefore, sculpture is one of the powers conjoined with architecture to enable us to raise our historical edifices, to be edified in the truth. That is visual, ocular, okay? Edifies. It is necessary to prove the existence of our strength in the country illustrated. to prove our strength in the country illustrated, to prove that ancient cities have been discovered, that temples and palaces have been recovered from the depths of the forest, and that too, in that part, pay attention, damn it, don't sleep on me, of America, now under consideration. Now under consideration for what? Key words are all over, and we know what the consideration became, our demise. Having reference to the Aborigines not of the North. These investigations are required for the reader who may see America now under consideration, having reference to the Aborigines, not to the North. What to do? Well, you see what they've done. They fucked up beyond all imaginable magnitude. These investigations are required for the reader who may not have read The Incidents of Travel in Central America. That is a book. Oh, y'all just know everything, right? Oh, like I'm not going to give you good shit every once in a while. It doesn't matter where it comes from. The Incidents of Travel in Central America. Pull it up, Sue. Thank you, honey. And even those that have and will expect an analysis or review of the discovered ruins. It is also demanded by the character of this work, for it is essential to establish their existence before they can be produced as witnesses to support an historic argument. And like a legal document, parole evidence, check it out, parole evidence will not be received if the document itself can be produced. All right, we'll pick up the next part tomorrow. Hey, Papa, I can't give you no more of that because you don't eat it all, and then you run and poop. I don't know if that's a like tear it up. I'll fix it. I'll break out the new one. Anyway, let's get into Arthur Koestler, the 13th tribe. Okay, standing up. Well, something by the window. You see a UFO? That was weird. Anyway, it's Arthur Koestler, the 13th Tribe, by Arthur Koestler. Now, the other book, y'all know, and I meant to tell y'all, but I said it in the beginning, George Jones. Excellent friggin' book. No, I don't put tabs in these books I'm reading, y'all. I put tabs in all other books I've read. These, because I'm reading them with you, no need to put a tab in it. Anyway, at the last we left off, we were at the Gate of Khazars in Kiev, kept the memory of its erstwhile rulers alive till modern times. We have now progressed into the second half of the 9th century, and before continuing with the tale of the Russian expansion, must turn our attention to some vital developments among the people of the steppes. Now, do you remember yesterday I read to y'all, and I think it's very important. It's 112 because I'll burn it out. It's very important to have this information. The knowledge goes hand in hand, and I know it's hard for a lot of people. It's got to screen through, and we'll get into it. But it's hard. It's screening through because it's something hard. It's not. People think it's not tangible. It's like another city. No, it's based on historical relevance, regardless of how it's playing out. Okay, which alludes to how it's played out. And anyway, attention to some vital developments among the people of the steppes. Remember I told you the steppes were particularly the Magyars. And these events ran parallel with the rise of Rus power and had a direct impact on the Khazars and on the map of Europe. Remember I said World War I, 80% of the people that died were Ashkenaz, and the other percent was us, the Abkhazarians of Prussia. Were found in Georgia, in the grand cities. Why they didn't occupy them? Well, the story was they had been defeated long ago by something otherworldly. Other earthly is the word. See, I know some shit. You don't. And therefore, they capitulated and taught. And that's how these motherfuckers learned our identity. And they chased the Hatta people down, who were going around the world giving the last rep before the Boxer Rebellion. I'm talking about a long time ago. Giving everybody fighting scrolls and communication scrolls to be passed down if able, because they knew we were going to fall. See, people don't know shit. This is what I do. This is who I am. So let me pull this up. Now, there was a reason why. Let me make sure it's here. I want to read these names to you again. Okay? And I want you to pay attention. So over here, as we stated, right before, with the tail of the Russian expansion, must turn our attention to some vital developments among the people of the steppes. Now, I know, did y'all look that up? There's a book on that too, a couple of them. All right. And especially South America, particularly the Magyars, Magyars. Yes. These events ran parallel with the rise of Rus power and had a direct impact on the Khazars and on the map of Europe. We know that's not what it was called. And what did I tell y'all about these certain individuals that I discussed yesterday? I gave you a name for them, a place, and I said where they all alluded from after conquering these lands. And that was Serbia, North Macedonia, Albania, Kosovo, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Montenegro, Croatia, Greece, Albania, Romania, Turkey, Hungary. I said the real Slavs, right? Is that what I said? And in this reading, what have we been hearing over numerous times? That as they were conquering, our people are amalgamating, actually, and blending in to later create a coup d'etat, Night of Long Swords. That's why that word was used so loosely, because it's what they did. What they did to Hampton was an act like the Night of Long Swords, to murder. It doesn't matter, and they have an excuse. I thought I saw a gun. No, that was right out. Fred Hampton was straight up just murdered in his sleep with a pregnant wife next to him. So, if you know, I don't want you to be angry. You don't need anger. You don't need hate. You don't need violence. You need revenge. And I've been attempting to teach you how to get it. The Magyars had been the Khazars' allies and apparently willing vassals since the dawn of the Khazar Empire, and China's murdering their own kinfolk because of a fucking religion. But it's because of the perversion. Who else they gonna experiment everything on? No, they do it on their own. First, they already attacked us and we killed millions of them. Anyway, the Khazar Empire. The problem of their origin and early wanderings have long perplexed scholars. McCartney wrote, elsewhere he calls it one of the darkest of historical riddles. It's not riddle at all. They hit it. About their origin, all we know with certainty is that the Magyars were related to the Finns, and that their language belongs to the so-called Finno-Ugrian language family, together with that of the Vogel and the Ostak people living in the forest regions of the northern Urals. Thus, they were originally unrelated to the Slavonic and Turkish people because they were niggers. Oh yeah, y'all seen the pictures, the original Germans, the Finns, the Dutch. Niggers. They were our people. Oh, they were like in the Andes, what's called Andrew Islands. You know, yellow, blonde, straight, curly, wavy hair, tall, dark features. How they look like they do now? Well, when you keep messing with the women, you know what you get. And you start eating things that are uncommon to you. You lose that melanin. Anyway, I'm related to the Slavonic and Turkish nations of the steppes, whose midst they came to live. An ethnic curiosity, which they still are to this day. Yeah, because why would they be an ethnic curiosity if they were white, right? A pale skin. Yeah, it's a fake color, a fake identity. Anyway, modern Hungary, unlike other small nations, has no linguistic ties with its neighbors. The Magyars have remained an ethnic enclave in Europe, with the distinct Finns as their only cousins. Remember the original Vikings came from North America. They didn't come from the Wales. All right. And we're gonna pick that up tomorrow because it goes with what's in American original history. Yeah, of course I read ahead. Come on, leave me alone. Let's get into a little bit of. Are you okay? Let's get into a little William Cooper. Namaste. Behold the pale horse. You know, he's not. Did you just fart? Anyway, right? Let's go ahead. Put this down. All right. Damn. Who that stuff got a kick to it? Got me sweating. I got the windows open and everything. It's 53 degrees. Whoo, child. Well, you know about I read about the Council of Foreign Relations, to which has been the foremost flank of America's foreign policy establishment for more than half a century. And the Council of Foreign Relations is a private organization of businesses, executives, scholars, and political leaders that studies global problems and plays a key role in developing U.S. foreign policy. And U.S. is not America. U.S. is a U.S. corporation. The CFR is one of the most powerful semi-official groups concerned with America's role in international affairs, and is pretty much ran by the fake ass Ashkenazis of fucking Palestine. Okay, I just want y'all to know that. Okay, skull and bones, scroll, all that, snakes and the monkey dragon order, whatever the fuck you want to call them, it doesn't matter. The Phoenix. I'm not gonna get into some of the things because I start talking about those things at a whole nother level. The Council on Foreign Relations is an offshoot sister organization to the British Royal Institution of International Affairs. All right, the British Royal Institute of International Affairs. Okay, and that's BRIA. Their goal is a new world order. Although it existed as a dinner club in New York, it did not take on its present power until 1921, when it merged with the Royal Institute of International Affairs and received its financial base from J.P. Morgan, who is a Rockefeller, and the Carnegie Endowment, also the Rockefeller family, and other Wall Street banking interests. They're all related. Are y'all aware of that? That they all took pitch from that ancestor who told them what to go out and do? That every one of them are related. The Council on Foreign Relations controls our government. Through the years, its members. Oh, no. Yeah. The Council on Foreign Relations controls our government. Through the years, its members have infiltrated the entire executive branch, State Department, Justice Department, CIA, and the top ranks of the military. Big time. Every director of the Central Intelligence Agency has been a member of the CFR, and most presidents since Roosevelt, as well, since Roosevelt had been members. Since Roosevelt had been members. The members of the CFR dominant ownership of the press, and most, if not all, remember us talking about the black box? Yeah, I know you went and looked at that, huh? Anyway, of America's top journalists are members. The CFR does not conform to government policy, and the government conforms to CFR policy. The appendix contains the most current list of CFR members that I was able to locate. I read top secret documents while and you know what, I'm gonna pull that appendix up and see if they still have it on there. I bet they've changed it. And we'll get into the rest of this tomorrow. Okay, because I don't. This is where it starts getting to the COINTELPRO and shit. I'm grateful for those of you who are purchasing these books, but I hope that you read it. You dig what I'm saying? And oh yeah, hey Richard, I got some more of your pictures for your website, and it's up there. It's in the description, y'all. I'm gonna make another post using those pictures, with your email and all that on there. All right, the sister, awesome jewelry work, y'all. She's been doing it for a long time. And she knew all these idiots. She knew all these people like she knows us. All right, and she's one of those that moves with the motion of flourishing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, appreciate that, Sarada. Make sure you get all the business you can get. Tomorrow though, we're gonna need some of them funds to go to a sisters of ours. And she used to watch all our lives and all that on Facebook and Instagram, but we'll get into it. So anyway, here we have the Book of Giants, the Watchers, Nephilim, and the Book of Enoch by Joseph Lumpkin. And now we had that long list with Ezekiel, the run through, and then we got caught up in 10 and 16, whereas this has become a prison for the stars of the host of heaven, and the stars which roll over the fire are they which have transgressed the commandment of the Creator in the beginning of their rising, because they did not come out at their proper times. There's synchronization, there's order. We move against it. Look at what we got. Especially when we've been lied to. See, that's the blessing for us. Chapter 19. And Uriel said to me, the angels who have had sex with women shall stand here, and their spirits, having assumed many different forms, are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. Here shall they stand until the day of the great judgment, in which they shall be judged and are made an end of. And see, people don't get the importance of how and what kind of end. And I, Enoch, alone saw the vision, and the ends of all things, and no man shall see as I have seen. Now we can get into 1 PE, right, where it says, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Watch unto prayer. Do you know what that means? When they always tell you to make a prayer, watch unto prayer, that means of self, no self. You think anyone of the pastors would have told you that? Knew that? Please, it would have been a guesstimate. These are the names of the holy ones, or angels who watch. Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world, turmoil and terror. Raphael, one of the holy angels who is over the spirits of men. Raguel, one of the holy angels who takes vengeance on the world of the luminaries. Illuminati, luminaries, the fallen. People who want to call themselves what? They say they're Macedonians or Phoenicians. They're none. We're the original ones, and only. Michael, one of the holy angels, set over the virtues of mankind and over chaos. Sadaquel, one of the holy angels who is set over the spirits who sin in the spirit. So what does Saraquel do to you? The pill. Doesn't it deaden you? Separates you from your spiritual connection? Saraquel. This is pronounced different, Saraquel. But Saraquel, where do you think the name comes from? Pay attention. There's not a thing out here. Dresser, draws. Trust me. It's all spell. Everything in this language is. Gabriel, one of the holy angels who is over paradise, and the serpents and the cherubim. Remiel, one of the holy angels whom the Creator set over those who rise. R-A-M-E-L, Miel, Ramiel. I know some people keep saying, why do you say those names so good? Don't worry about that. It's not so good when they're pronounced wrong, it's spelled wrong in the first damn place. And then I proceeded to where things were chaotic and void. See, chaos has nothing there. There's no life. When people say, we're making war, that's not what it is. You see what I'm saying? And I saw there's something horrible. I saw neither a heaven above nor firmly founded earth. Firmly founded earth. Firm. But a place chaotic and horrible. Everything out of tune. Go pick up that violin, that guitar, that cello. Take it all out of tune and start strumming a tune on it that you know. And let's see how that works out. And that's people. We're the strings. Earth, we lay on her. And every time the wind strokes us, something horrible comes out because we're out of tune. Does that make sense? Then I said, no. And then there I saw 7 stars of heaven bound together in it, like great mountains and burning with fire. Do you get where heaven's supposed to be yet? They want you to be all up in some fake place. Do you think creation would allow you to be in purgatory in some kind of fake ass hell right off the bat? To even consummate the word death? Stop saying your birthday. You know, every time I see one of you fucktards going, hey, birthday to me, you're removing the dialect of truth and you're you're aging yourself. Stop it. God damn it. Next year I want to see nothing if we're still here. I don't want to see nothing. You're talking about happy birthday like you're fucking retarded. Then I said, for what sin are they bound and on why have they been cast in here? We're going to stop right there. In here. Are you paying attention? Where is he at to be in here? I need y'all to pay attention and listen, God damn it. Nobody else is going to do this, all right? Nobody. I don't care how well-spoken over tongue they are. Trust me. I've made it my business to be around a lot of them. And DNA of the gods. The Anunnaki, creation of Eve, and the alien battle for humanity. Chris H. Hardy. Remember what I said about this information that I'm reading, this books I'm reading. It's paramount and important that I put in my synapses, my narrative, my ideology, my opinion, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be right or wrong. It's not about this. It's about you looking and circling wagons and circumventing some a reality other than the one that's been placed on you. And everybody is aware now that they're living a lie. Some kind of like it though. Okay. Anyway, it said, Constitution, all laboriously and painfully developed and still in the process of pulling us out of a barbarian past. Here, I knew that each and every culture, each and every people on earth had been, whatever the time elapsed, absolute barbarians. But I certainly would have never imagined that the same would be true for the godly race that triggered a boost in the awakening of consciousness and civilization in the hominids we were. However, as we were given more stringent and blinding laws and religions than the ones our gods themselves had, as well as ideal values to strive for ceaselessly, the result that came extremely slowly, one must concede, is that we finally can access with a balanced judgment that we have transcended them in many areas, and notably so in social justice. That means we had moved beyond them. Ethical and spiritual values. So ethical has nothing to do with ethnicity. It's a place, an idea, a notion, a suggestion, a morality. Respect for others, depth of philosophical and ontological thinking. Ontological, people, pay attention. Richness of feelings and empathy, moral subjugation, right? Self-control for sure, and respect for the rule of law, human rights, and strategies of self-development. So when they say civil rights, it's not what it was Martin Luther King was doing. It was about our rights as we were on our land, that he saw diversely changing weekly. I led them into a burning house. The strategies of self-development, even if we are very far from anything acceptable, yet we do know where we stand. Were they such a wise and technologically advanced civilization that they let their atmosphere dwindle to the point of putting their planet at risk? Pay attention. Are we such a wise and technologically advanced civilization that we allow our atmosphere to dwindle to the point of putting our planet at risk? Have we done for millennia all this toiling and so laborious learning under the whip of gods, religions, despots, and tyrants of all venues just for the sake of nothing? Does that apply to today? This is surely the time when we are tested as a planetary civilization. It amazes the mind how people feel some kind of way when that's the last thing they need to remove. Tomorrow we'll be getting into the Anunnaki science, okay? And I believe that I appreciate this morning. I have actually a couple of other books that I purchased with some of y'all's dollars in the beginning, based on the Anunnaki science, the math charts, just as much as the Gregorian narratives steeped in, let's say it's all about numbers, shapes, and different unavoidable, which we don't really see because we don't pay attention, universal bonds and ties. We always call it to something else because we got idiots jumping around in the church and people telling ghost stories. And then when you have an interaction who you can't say nothing to, it's a reality. But you easily dismiss it because you are nurtured to be able to see it all the time. Until you start walking in that field and nurturing yourself that way, then you have control. I was high as hell. The weekend was me, Westside, Nav, goddamn Trauma, Rondo. We was having a good goddamn time. And I think everybody thought I was high as fuck. I was just as sober as the next, but playfully so. And I was fucking with them and they didn't even know it. I had two acting all beyond the levels on it needed to act, not even aware, just smiling. And had one who wasn't even conscious of what I've been stating to that individual, because having a feeling of intrepidness, but not even aware. And the other one, I was alleviating some of the stress that he was feeling with his heartbeat and everything else, because he didn't listen. And Big Man was out in town, and I loved every minute of it because it was beautiful. You know why? Because I don't have to convince myself. I do it. I do it all the time. And then I watch the people how they act. I watch how they move, and I love it. And they're unaware that it's actually me. Exposing the expositions, and I don't mind sharing. And they can sit there going, do it in my face. And I'll be like, okay. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to have you do. Exposing the expositions of 1851, 1915. Revised edition of the 2019 one. This is 2020 by Howdy Mikowski. And I love his book. I really do. Even with his typos and stuff. I don't care. I'm not a grammar Nazi. Women, when I tell you you're more powerful than us, do you get what I mean? There is a rooted connection, yet you make us so much more powerful that we're able to protect you. So if you're more powerful than us, but it's an equal share. So don't get it twisted. Don't get big head in this fake world and ideology that you have. Dismiss that. Remove one of your senses of thought so that way you can have a new one come in. You're powerful enough to make sure, because without you, you can't raise us. That's one big mistake. You can only nurture us. It's for the men to raise us. And the men to step into the daughters to remind them that the mother is that much more important as they are to one another, the brother and sister. Don't get it fucked up, because I don't play this game. I don't give a fuck what liberal state you come from, what conservative state. I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. Because I am, what you see right here, this is how people see me. Anybody in here who know me or met me, tell me otherwise. David Bell, shut the fuck up. I just got a notification from my brother and growing up breakdancing and all that punk ass nigga. Tell me, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is literally who I am. When I'm explaining something and your ears going that way, it's your loss, not the fuck mine. See, in your little world, the greatness. Instead of dispelling the greatness of who we are, because you ain't who I am. Start acting like the enemy, who they keep everything together, even though they make war with each other. And let us stop making war with each other and be the fountain of fucking truth. Because y'all bore me with your bullshit. So we had a bird's eye view of the 1915 exhibition, Panama Pacific. Let me show you that picture. Okay, because we already went through the Kubrick San Francisco Holds a Museum, a medium-sized fair in 1909. We already been through that. And I'm gonna read this out, and I want y'all to get a pen and pencil and write this shit down. I appreciate the donations. Please don't stop, because I want to get more books. I'm serious. I sit up here wasting my time. That's what most people say. I'll go to the post office today. James, you don't have no books. So I was like, hey, in my damn box. And look, there's a line with 20-some people opening the lockers, people at the door with a yellow slip. And two ladies said, baby, you ain't got no books, to an old lady. I said, oh, okay. Because I ain't seen nothing. I'm waiting on some stuff. Mr. Branch, and we about ready to take your number down to call you and let you know when it's here. I'm serious. Everybody was looking back. Who the fuck? And then some of them remember me talking about 1911 at the park over 10 years ago. I was down there helping. And the shit, I was down there, Wichita Park, when the shit happened. So I ran over there. I was dusted and everything. Yes, running down the fucking street, running into Sabera, that bread, that company, whatever the fuck. I ran into that motherfucker. And back of my head looked like a white ass. Yes, I was there, motherfucker. So what? So I was telling them. We all ran back down there. Once we saw two buildings done, I was like, fuck it. What else was going to go? If it catches up to here, it catches up. Daniel Smith came and worked a week later. He came and worked over there, contract. One of my brothers and a few other people. And we lost two people from my hometown. I'm not going to go into that. Two or 4 people? I forget. So you might know who it was. We lost 2 people over there. And that goddamn shit. But it was an inside job. But anywho. Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing else. Let's get into this reading. Yeah. You're powerful. But we're in a physical contort. Now mentally, we both are beyond the scope of anything. We just gotta tap into it. But the shit y'all can pull off, Now, when it comes to physical prowess, well, y'all not marginal, but god damn it, we are beyond the scope of anything they can put up in Hollywood. If y'all would just snap out your fucking comas, your little fucked up feelings, and your little broken ass, worthless emotions, and let go so you can tap into your other senses, and there's a plethora, a whole shitload of them. And I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That brings us to the 1950 Panama Pacific International Exposition of San Francisco, which opened February 20 to celebrate the completion of the Panama Canal, which they didn't build the Panama Canal. They didn't have the means to do it. And the picture you see is them digging it out. Anyway, you think them motherfuckers had the knowledge to build shit like that? Shit. The exposition was to show off the city's amazing recovery from the earthquake. When the Panama Pacific International Exposition opened in 1915, San Francisco looked fabulous, bedecked with ornate European-inspired architecture, and we know that's not the case, and an area of technological wizardry. The city resumed its role as a West Coast powerhouse less than a decade after near total destruction. And we already showed the pictures showing the so-called and yet what stood. Anyway, the city resumed its role as a West Coast powerhouse less than a decade after near total destruction. Block after block of property, flattened by the 1906 earthquake and ensuing fires, and had been transformed to make way for glitzy new hotels, sturdy apartment buildings, landscape parks and courtyards, offices, theaters, and a sparkling gold-topped city hall. New streetcar lines were built to carry visitors and locals to the fair, much of which rose on previously uninhabitable lots along the city's northern waterfront. The Panama Pacific International Exposition showed the world that the city had reached new heights of grandeur, launching the modern incarnation of San Francisco like a phoenix from the ashes. And yet, if anybody's aware of the picture, which I showed you, that wasn't even a quarter of a mile, that place. If not, maybe close to a mile. But the city was still all around it. That was that demo to show that they could destroy it. Like Chicago, they also chose a swamp area, today known as the Marina District. The fair was constructed in a 636-acre, 2.6 kilometer, site between the Presidio and Fort Masson. Before the fair, it was supposed to be a small 400 property neighborhood known as Harbor View. The buildings were all claimed to have been demolished to make the fairgrounds, but as Laura Ackley wrote in her 2015 book, there was collusion about it. Though nearly 100 earthquake refugee shacks had been located in Harbor View, their owners were evicted after their homes were condemned by the Department of Health. Niggas, engines, us. Of course, only shacks in the Harbor View area were condemned. Nowhere else in the city, Wikipedia claims 76 city blocks have been cleared or filled to set the stage for the exposition. So why would the area need to be cleared if an earthquake and fire had basically destroyed the city? It didn't. And if they did spend a great amount of time and energy to build things on those sites after an earthquake, why would you then tear them all down to build temporary structures to tear those down and build something else again? And my daughter, the one that keeps wanting to drop 2.5 or $5 million in my bank account, which right now she realizes why I didn't want it. Oh, that's not a game. That's not a joke. And I know some of y'all like this. What? Yes, my old eldest daughter, who's been a model in San Francisco, hand and booty and foot, and you probably don't. So some of y'all guys who into the weird shit probably yacked off to it. Some of you women probably wouldn't get a hold of her booty, not knowing it was her booty, which she would have choked one of you motherfuckers out with 16, 17 years of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and 12 years of Krav Maga at 6'3". She would have killed any one of you women. Anyway, I'm just telling the truth. I'm an advocate for violence. No. Do you know what it'd be like me sitting there talking about, baby, yeah, you put 2.5 million in my bank account, and then the bank going, what the fuck? And all, no. For what? The system is fucked up, and they do everything against us. So anyway, she made it her business to look at what I was saying because she thought I was kind of batty at one time. To start looking at the buildings there and noticing on the hills that some of them were buried and some where they were working at. She would actually go and look over because the men wouldn't say nothing while they go on looking at her ass and her boobs and all that and her thin ass waistline, wondering what the fuck. She's looking at buildings underground, going what in the fuck? And then they're telling her, "Oh, okay, you got to leave, ma'am." This is a reality, whether you want to believe it or not. Breezeway Foster, if you're over here, because I know you wasn't looking before, I hope you're over here now. Don't go dismissing shit based on 1 or 2 pieces of information because you don't like some fucking body. Stop being that stupid ass Negro like so many millions of us. I'm not including me in there, but our people, god damn it. Anyway, Heaven Bearers, the Great Reset of 1834 and the Mud Flood. Janine, hell yeah. You think I ain't gonna show her? Mm-hmm. When we last left off, we were talking about Mother Earth and this, that, and the other, and then, okay? So, and then we finished off with this. He says and raises his arm up into the air and lets it fall back down again, signaling the lightning to finish him off. Anyway, he feels a sudden shock of pain and falls face first into the ground. He coughs up hot and sour-tasting blood and can see reptile-looking feet approaching him. It is Azrael. And you know who we're talking about here, right? Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. Wow. Well, I hope you know what we're talking about. Well, we know the one that wanted to be with Homegirl. Anyway, Azrael and snips his charred clothing, then licks the side of his face, you know, like a lizard thing. Mother Nature can't hear you anymore because she chooses not to. She is my little puppet now. You silly Tartarian. You being, I'm reading it from where we left off at. You beings never learn, and this is why I will win and win every time. I am the master of deception. We know this is Hashatan or whatever you want to call him. He says and raises his arm up into the air and lets it fall back down again, signaling the lightning to finish him off. That's a boy. Azrael's a motherfucker. But we know where you get the name from, right? And we know that people worship this goofy motherfucker. Oh wow! I had to go back and see. Yeah, that was that fight. Just want to make sure. And the 2 kids, okay. Well, they're young adults now, I guess you could say. Well, fuck the way they move. Beyond that, yeah. And because Cassiel wanted to be with the homegirl, and he wanted to protect everybody, but even with the staff. So anyway, she is dreaming, but she is wide awake. Her throat is clogged with mud, but she can breathe. Her fingers start to move and claw the soil. You know who the fuck this is? And clog the soil, and she can feel that it is damp. She isn't sure how she is lying, face down or up, and tries to remember what happened. Her mind is blanked and sore. She pushes her body up. Ooh, y'all know who this is? But it doesn't move a single inch. I could use some help here, she calls out with her mind, for someone to hear and help her, but no one can. Emil and Amelia, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? She waits for a few moments and listens carefully, hoping to hear something or someone. There is nothing but complete silence, and she realizes she is all alone down there. Her mind feels heavy, even though she can't seem to replay any memories. She can't quite understand what is happening. She can't even feel the twins, and it suddenly hits her. I am dead. The thought excites her, and she starts to dig to find her way out. If I am dead, I can find him, she tells herself. She digs and digs, but the sand doesn't get any less. An hour passes, and she is still stuck in the same place. Can someone please help me? I am completely stuck, and I don't know how to get out. Hello. I'm about to go into fucking smoking anyway. Lionel Richie, I mean. Hello. Is there anybody? Anyway, there's still no answer, and she starts to get frustrated. Can someone please help me now? She shouts out, and she can feel her body tense up, and she starts to dry heave. She pukes up the sand that filled her throat, and it feels like it is on fire. And it burns. That's that shit I just drank. Anyway, excuse my language. Yeah. Uh, she remembers lying on the floor in the bathroom of the mansion, and Malcolm standing there, looking down at her with a smile on his face. It was the first time he smiled, and she rolls her eyes at the thought of all the grief he gave her then. You were such a pain, actually. You made me cry many tears. That wasn't fair, you know. She is thinking out loud, even though no one can hear her. I am sorry, Bonnie. I was very unkind to you, and I should never have made you cry as such. I did. That's Malcolm. She lays there still and wonders if she just imagined this. She tries to turn her head slightly. Is someone there? She mutters into the dirt. There is no answer, and she knows that she is merely losing her mind, she thinks. She is dead and stuck there, all alone, and she doesn't understand why. But she accepts the reality and lies still. She can feel the weight on top of her, lift slightly, and then much more, until suddenly she doesn't feel pinned down anymore. There's a hazy light around her, and she thinks she can see. So she clenches her eyes and then opens them up again. She pushes herself up from where she was lying, and she can feel an arm wrap around her waist and pull her upwards. She stands on her feet, but is wobbly, rightfully so, and starts to fall over. But the arm catches her gently and pulls her up again and closer against whoever it belongs to. No anticipation. It's making your ass wait. Woo, y'all tough. You hung up in there. I respect and love y'all. Mother the woo. Share this. I appreciate everybody. And I'm going to give shout outs and read some comments because y'all be killing me, man. I love these books, man. I go back and be reading them and shit. I got to screen through my videos just going to read them. Rondo, what's going on, beloved? APJR. Yeah, APJR. Love you, brother. Carl Wack. Grand Elevations. Love you, family. Hey, Sue, what's up, baby girl? Man, need a couple babies, goddammit. No. Hey, Joshua. Today, what's going on? Lamont. I don't know what time it is. You know, I got my brother Rondo in there. Don't even get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Mikey's sister donated. Oh, okay. I appreciate that so much. Original Lonewolf. What's going on, soldier? What's going on, love, my little brother? Nichelle, what's going on, baby mama? Yes. Aletha Evans. Where you been, girl? Is that it right there, Sue? Is that it? Mavis, right? All right. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna have on podcast tomorrow. All right, y'all be there, sisters. No, she's in Dominican Republic now. It's one of our people. It doesn't. Yeah, she's one of. Yeah, Nichelle. She was in the Netherlands where she grew up at. What's the meaning of lex scripta? The written statute of law. Bam. That is her YouTube channel. I will check her out. Bitch. Just come to the live tomorrow. She's been on. She's y'all need to come and watch and listen. All right. Of travel in Central America, Chiapas and Yucatan. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Sarada, what's going on, baby girl? Yes. I'm gonna put your information. I'm gonna make a couple of posts with those. Yes, I want everybody to, you know what I'm saying? It's to come instead of buying jewelry from Chinese and all these other Jews and these fake motherfuckers. Yeah, we get it from ourselves. Jewels that can help. Yes, and well, I'm gonna bring on the live, so y'all be there. I appreciate it. Magwell language description. Hungarian is the Uralic language spoken in Hungary and parts of several neighboring countries that used to belong to it. It is the official language of Hungary. Yes. Appreciate you all, I really do. Oh, salute to you. I love all y'all, man. Y'all just don't know. Okay, HTTPS semicolon / www.cf4. That's it. Membership roster. Bow. Paying attention. That's what I love to see. Now, there's a couple other ones too. If you look at DuckDuckGo, if you got that, check it out in Wikipedia. Like for real, okay? Oh, no, salute to you, beloved. I appreciate everybody coming in. We'll come wherever to help advertise your merchandise. Yes, there's already one up there. Y'all can go back and look at a post I made some time ago. I think 2 of them. Means to be awake and on all your waking hours so that we can see when the sin is at the door. It's bigger than that, but yeah, sin is a word they created. And it's anything that's out of order is not of a righteousness actually means order. That's all it means. It means everything. It means right. Just is like an Islam. Right. That's all it is. Everything that was established from the foundation in the beginning was right. There was nothing wrong to it. All the shit we see going on, these fake politicians, these dumb niggas, the black caucuses, all these motherfuckers, everything is wrong about them. There's nothing righteous or right about any of them. All right? These lying ass rabbis, these politicians, none of them. None of them. You dig what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Sarada. Thank you, hon. They're all in El, exactly. In Hebrew means God, exactly. So it's not the creator of creation. It's not us who established the foundation. Yeah, sound like living lies. Yes, and you've seen it. This is 2020. I can attest. Folks are not going so easily. No, they're not, baby girl. No. Chemicals red, just high on life. I know that's right. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what the fuck I'm gonna be high on in a minute, goddamn it. Because I got a roll with me, a fat one. This one before it gets dried out. Goddamn it, this shit is good. Rondo, I gave him some. He said, "Man, I told you, man, this motherfuckers over there gave us some good shit. Some good ass shit. I'm about to cut this bitch off and go down here and steady these beans, nigga. I gave y'all more than enough time, and I'm coming back on a little later though. Why? I ain't no crackhead. Real fucking medicine. You hear me? Oh, I got big fucking lungs. All right. Trust me. Have my face down there all day. Like, this nigga don't breathe? No, I was kidding. All right, let me go finish up. Ain't that right now? Like and share, subscribe to Tribe. It's a balance and it won't, man. We're powerful, but we need to know y'all have our back. Not many like you, Red. Well, they don't know if you don't give them the power to know so. All right? And if you don't know how to tap into your power, how can they know? Trust me, the shit y'all can do is amazing. Okay? Going there next month on a field trip. Not very excited about it. A lot of negative energy there. World trade, I know. Because the energy, it's all negative. It's around you right now. It's on our soil. Joshua North, I was sent your way to help you kind of balance it. Joshua, number love, brother. Oh, I know that's too, but number love to all my peoples, my beautiful beloved people. You hear me? Oh, you earned this, Michelle. Let me tap on it. The screen wants to give me a hard time because it's hot. You know how hot things get sometimes. They get more than bothered. You dig what I'm saying? Why is it doing that? There we go. There we go. Some people anyway, somebody say, why you got so many minds? I said, why not, motherfucker? Why not? Why can't I have a motherfucking moderators? If I love them and they all mean something, I'm gonna make them all moderators. You know what I'm saying? As long as they stand on their 10 toes and holding their 215s up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know, right? And all them motherfuckers ain't no good, as if they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. Talk that shit. Yeah, Azrael's a motherfucker. And they watching this, and I want them to see it. Hello. So you know what I love it. Oh shit. Well, yeah, right. She coming up out of there. I told y'all don't just keep. I appreciate the ones. Just keep in tune. And that's why I said I was getting ready to bring you in. I said, Get your ass stand in the corner. Stand. Go run the bathtub water. Why you getting a leather belt? Just go run the fucking water. No, I was kidding. That's so wrong. Good night, beloved. Getting high on herb. I'm already high on truth and life. But anyway, I love y'all, and y'all, much respect, much love. Again, to my beautiful sisters and to my beloved brothers, tribe up. You dig what I'm saying? Share this, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that for get that together for you, Sarada, and I'm gonna start putting together on the StreamYard or Melon, whichever one, for this podcast tomorrow. It's gonna be roughly 2 hours difference. I'm gonna shoot for like 4 o'clock here. It'd be like 6 o'clock her time, or I can shoot for 5:30 working time. All right, and be 7:30 her time. And I believe she'll. I'm gonna get contact with her and chat with her just to make sure, because the signal's in and out. Okay. All right. So see y'all later.